Part 2 of the box review. Make sure you watch part 1 if you're missing any of these deck types that we talked about in part 1 as we talk about part 2. Let's get to it. Yeah.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Water cards review. That's right, water deck, and it's probably the most expensive deck from the box. It's not saying the best deck, but the most expensive. A water deck being a whale deck. Yeah, Konami did it. They went there. Here's a sample deck idea. Thank you, Hexy, for the idea with the Peepo sipping coffee. These are the ultra rares and super rares from the box. You're not going to use the surface, don't worry, but you're going to need a lot of shark. Sorry for my voice cracking. It's been a very long stream. Angler, shark, you're going to probably want 3 of each, probably. And I would say at least 2 of this Exceed, at least 2. Minimum. This Exceed is amazing. Let's talk about it. In support to consider another ultra rare, I'm sorry, Diva. Diva is going to be pretty lit in this deck. There's some good replacements for Diva if you're playing a more budget version, don't worry. Let's start with the Exceed boss. This is truly a boss. This is what I'm talking about, Konami, giving us a great Exceed. They gave us Bahamut. They're giving us this. I like it. More, Konami, please, more. 2 level 4 water monsters, so it's not going to be easy for most decks to make, but that's okay. We want the boss monster to be a boss just for us. On any attack, you're going to minus 1,000 attack from all of your opponent's monsters until the end phase. If destroyed, it will summon anything from your grave. So essentially, it is 3,600 attack. And if you have 2 copies, one in the grave, one in the field, if destroyed, summon the one in the grave. If destroyed, summon the one in the grave. It's a hard once per turn effect, so you cannot loop it in the same turn infinitely. But they can every other turn. Every turn, when destroyed, summon the other from the grave. That's pretty cool. It can miss the timing if destroyed on chain link 2 or higher, so please be careful with that. Because you could destroy itself if you want to, and you don't want to make your own effect miss its timing. Careful number 2, we already said about the special summon is a hard once per turn. Now, how are we summoning that crazy Exceed? We got Mermaid Shark. When this is summoned, you could add a 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from your deck to your hand, and that's very simple to understand. But what do we add? We're going to add the Silent Angler. Silent Angler says if you control water, you could special summon this, and it's level 4. So what are you doing with the level 1 and a level 4? Well, it's time for Reginald Shark effect. The skill is going to be Territory of the Sharks. It's like level dupe, but twice per duel, which is so much better than level dupe. The downside is your deck and your extra deck must be water monsters only. You can't have non-water monsters. You can still have spells and traps. You just can't have a non-water monster. So when you Shark, Search Angler, special summon, you activate Territory of the Sharks, boom, you're making that huge, awesome, basically 3,600 attack Exceed that when destroyed will summon a monster from the grave. And you have this card too, Surface. I don't like this. It will target a 3 or lower fish, sea, or aqua in the grave, special summon it. Not cool, because the Mermaid Shark does not activate on summon, has to be normal summon. Well, you have a better card if you want. You could play Salvage. Target 2 waters, add them back to the hand, so you get to do the combo again, and because the skill can be used twice per duel, you do it again. That's your follow-up, Salvage. Or your follow-up could be Deep Sea Diva, which you Diva into Diva, activate the Territory of the Sharks. Boom, you make that boss succeed. Now, what you also could do is you could Diva into Diva, special summon the Angler. Angler and Diva can make a Bryonic. That's pretty cool. So Angler, Diva, Bryonic, Coral Dragon, or you could, Coral's, yes, water. You can make the Dolphin also. So some good level 6 synchro action. This deck's got plays. Watch the combos. So we're gonna Diva, activate Diva, special summon from the deck, a Heavy Infantry, okay? Now that we have Heavy Infantry on the fields, you could perform an additional summon of a Sea Serpent. We will additionally summon Deep Sea Diva. Or not yet. We're gonna activate the skill. Territory of the Sharks. We're gonna make both level 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, let me do this. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Then we're gonna additionally summon the Diva. Then we're going to overlay into this. Then we're gonna activate the Angler, right? Angler, if you control water, you can special summon this. It's not activate, but it will just special summon. Special summon the Angler. Put them to the grave. Make a Bryonic. Okay, we're not done yet. We're not done. This is one card. This is one turn. Bryonic, and now we have the Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. When we declare an attack, or they declare an attack, guess what we're doing? Guess what we're doing? We are going to detach infantry. And this says, if this is detached by your Woven Dragon Shark, you could target a face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. Destroy it. So by activating this on the attack of either player that's attacking to reduce them by 1,000, you get to destroy a face-up card in the field. And if you did not like that, you could have summoned a Marksman instead, and you could have destroyed a set card, but that would have given up our additional summon. So Bryonic, this, something happens to Bryonic, whatever. Now, if your shark dies, it's going to activate and it could summon the Bryonic back in the field. What? What? And then, if you lost everything, your next turn, you summon Shark. Shark, search, Angler. Angler, special summon. Use the skill a second time. A second time. Now they're both level 4. Again, you got this. And if it gets destroyed, it will summon this. If it gets destroyed, it will summon this. Not in the same turn, though. It is a hard once per turn, but they loop each other. And if you're done looping, when it gets destroyed, you could just summon a Bryonic. That's pretty cool. My overall thoughts is that the rank 4 water exceeds really good. The skills, being able to level dupe twice, is also good. We'll see how good the deck is when we play it on the ladder and maybe see it in tournaments. New Exceed cards review. When new Exceeds come out that are generic that any deck could summon, that greatly benefits decks like Girja, Satellar Knight, Gaga, Dax, and now also we have Evil Swarm. So what's good with this? This is a good one. Maestroke, the Symphony Djinn. This is 2300 defense, 1800 attack, 2 level 4 monsters. It has destruction protection by detaching. You can also detach to flip a monster face down. It is spell speed 1. It's not like Molehue. It must be in your main phase. It's a safe turn 1. Safe turn 1. Summon and on your field, defense 2300. And it could also get aggressive by flipping your opponent's monster face down, then going in. You feel protected with this. I like it. Shark Drake, 3 level 4s. We can already play this through the skill. You saw my video for it. It kind of suck, and not the good kind. You got to make a whole deck around it. It's a fun deck. It's just for fun, not competitive. If you destroy a monster by battle, you resummon it at -1k, and then you get to attack again over it. Okay. Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. This is a goodie. A good Exceed. It is 2600. It's 2 level 5s. You can already see, spoiler, you can see how to make it. Destroy a face-up card in the field. So you could take out a Necro Valley. You have an extra deck out to Necro Valley. Destroy any face-up card. Doesn't deal with Sun Saga, but any face-up card, pretty good. Shark, activate Shark, summon Shark. 2 Sharks in the hand, both on the field. Boom, rank 5 Exceed. Wind-ups could make this quite easily. Very nice. Another combo could be Cyber Dragon Core. You summon Core, you activate Machine Dupe onto Core. That summons 2 Cyber Dragons. Boom. Onto the field, you can make the rank 5 Exceed. Labyrinth Wall, return 2 cards back in the deck, summon itself as a level 5. If you have another level 5 in the field, like maybe you summon a Cyber Dragon first, whatever you chose to do, or you playing it with the Shark, maybe, then you can make it. Soul Silver Mountain. I remember in the TCG playing this a lot. I can't really remember what deck I was playing it in. Maybe I started playing it in X-Sabers, late X-Sabers when Exceeds were added, I think. It's 2 level 3 Earth monsters. Once per turn, you target a set card your opponent controls. And that card cannot be activated as long as this is face up on the field. And then if you destroy a monster by battle, You could target an earth monster in your grave and special summon it in defense. So it's just really nice. It's just lock up a back row, force them to use a back row. They could chain that back row. And if you actually destroy a monster by battle, you get to get special summoning. It's good for plussing, good for locking them down. I like this card. It's simple, not broken, just simple, good plays. To make it, here are some cards that can make it. Wielder, Tracker, Captain, Dancer, Hunter, Weather Painters, and Magnets. Gishki, Marrowgeist. 2 level 4 monsters after damage calculation. Return the monster into the deck instead of the grave. Whale. 2100 attack, 2 level 4s. Swing over a Spectral Sword, send it back to the deck. Winda, back in the deck. Ancients, back in the deck. This did see use in the TCG when I played. It was for those rare moments of sending, I think, like an Emmer's Blade back in the deck, so it wouldn't activate the summon in the grave. Anything in the grave that activates, just send it back to the deck. Crumble Logos, the Prophet of Demolition. 2 or more level 2 monsters, 2200 attack. Negate a face-up card in the field. You could negate a Necro Valley. You could Diva and a Diva make it. You could also play Paleo Traps to make it. Pretty cool. Keep detaching, keep negating face-up cards in the field. So cards and their effects cannot be activated is a good example if you were to be negating a face-up trap that also can be activated in the graveyard. Because if it said only cannot activate, then the activation in the graveyard, you're activating the effect. You're not actually activating the card. So being able to stop the activation and the effects, that's good. Now, new super UR card review. We're going to talk about the URs and the SRs that were not directly tied to a deck type. Exceed Reborn, XYZ Reborn. Target an Exceed monster in the grave, summon it, and then equip this as a material. This is great as long as we get great Exceeds to summon. If you are Exceed spamming, you know what? I really actually love this with Deltaros. I want to play this with Deltaros. I didn't really talk about it in my review with Twitch, but wow, that's pretty cool. Being able to resummon Deltaros when Deltaros activates when being sent to the grave, that seems kind of nutty. I like that actually a lot. So I would say Deltaros is the best to use with this. I can't wait to use it now. This is also a great example to use with the Exceed Reborn. Direwolf pops itself, resummon it, pop itself again, pop a card in the field. Exceed Slidolphin. It helps with additionally exceeding. It does not help you initially exceeding, which isn't happening too much right now. Fissure. This was born in 1999. Let me know in the comments. How old are you? Just say if you're older or younger than Fissure. I know most of you are not older than Fissure, so I expect most of you to just say, I am younger than Fissure, Keck W, something like that. It will destroy a face-up monster your opponent controls that has the lowest attack, your choice if tied. Now, if I had to use this, we use it against Saber Dancer. It gets destroyed. It doesn't target it. It destroys it. You're probably not going to use this. Maybe we could use it in gadgets, maybe. And that is the deck box review. We'll be playing this on Twitch. Don't you miss it or else.